there's a thought or an anxiety or situation that's grown and you can't move past it. Are you standing at the doorway, really wanting, truly desiring something, and knowing it's just a thought in your head of this self-doubt, this fear that's holding you back from greatness? I hope everybody's having a fabulous Thursday. Thank you for joining me. Like always, I'm here every Thursday at 1 o'clock to take you from stuck to unstoppable. What I really do is I talk about your mindset. I am a mindset coach. That's what I do, is I help transform you from the inside out. We look at how your thinking's holding you back, because it is. It always is. It doesn't matter if you are already at an elite level, or if you're feeling pretty good. There's always areas in our life where we feel a little stuck, and I can completely relate to that. That is why I'm here and doing what I'm doing, is because I was stuck. Personally, I was stuck. Not in a relationship sort of way. I have a very fulfilled life. I'm married. I have 3 children. I had an incredible job. I had a network marketing business on the side. I was earning an incredible amount of money, and something wasn't right. Something was stuck on the inside. And it actually took me a couple of years. My husband always used to say to me, "Why do you keep searching?" And I was like, "I don't know." So if somebody can feel me on this, if somebody is like, "Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm in that same place, Catherine," yes, drop me a comment below. I would love to, I would love to have some support here. But this is where I was at. And this is what led me on the discovery of, why is it that when we feel this, it's an internal thing. You can feel it on the inside. It had nothing to do with what was going on. And I knew that whatever needed to change needed to start from within me. And I started to develop, some fears and anxieties over things. My business, I hit a little bit of a wall in a business. I wasn't sure how to gain my confidence back. And I just felt this overwhelming stuckness rise up. And so through the journey of really understanding old beliefs that are in me, understanding I had this paradigm that was holding me back, understanding that I was what they would call an unconscious competent, where I didn't know how I had achieved the success I had. It just happened. And when you go to redo that, something happens and there's a bump in the road and you go to redo it, you actually don't know how to retrace those steps. You're like, how did I do that? And it becomes very frustrating, especially for people who would have achieved success at some level and then they experience it taken away. They're like, well, I'm doing the same things, but there's a lot going on the inside that's blocking you. And so I want to use this little story today to illustrate the fears that creep up and grow in our lives and how it can take hold. And although this story happened in a 24-hour period, now imagine you over a 5-year period, 10-year period, 20-year period in your life, where there's a thought or an anxiety or situation that's grown and you can't move past it. And it stays there and it holds you back from the absolute incredible potential you have inside of you. You see, you are unlimited potential. There's no fighting this. You are infinite source of energy, universe, God, however you want to affirm it. It lives in you. It lives in all of us. It is the energy of this world, of this life. And it is willing and able to rise you up, but you just got to be willing to connect with it. And unfortunately, we block that in our lives. So this little story is about my youngest daughter. She has, over the last, I would say, since about mid-December, ever since. So I'm up here in Toronto, Canada. I'd love to know where you guys are at. Please drop your comments below. Started to develop a little bit of anxiety when we went into lockdown. She was just getting sick and tired of being in the house and not seeing her grandparents and her oma and opa and the loved ones and being stuck in this box, so to speak, right? How many of us feel stuck in a box? And so her anxiety had grown, and she's come to realize that it's that feeling of her tummy hurting is not because she's not well. It's because she's holding on to an emotional thought that's causing her. When we hold on to an emotional thought, it actually we suppress it and it creates this vibration in the body that we put terms in terms like feelings. We call them feelings. It's a vibrational shift in our body. And so she feels this in her tummy. And so, well, they had a fun week this week because March break they pushed off. So her principal from her school has decided that to make this week fun, they would do an activity every single day. And she came home from school on Monday and she said, "Mom, tomorrow is opposite day." She's like, "I'm so excited. Tomorrow is opposite day. I'm going to wear all the crazy colors. I'm going to wear all the crazy stuff. And Mom, did you know there's a prize? Did you know that somebody's going to win a prize? The principal told us this." And she was so unbelievably excited. She ran upstairs. She literally tore apart her room looking for things for her opposite day. She came down in a mismatch of outfits, skirts over tights, shorts over tights, long sleeves, tank tops, crazy colors everywhere. And she was thrilled. This seemed like the greatest escape from the box she had been living in. Finally, some fun. Finally, she wasn't worried anymore. She wasn't worried about school or anything else. She was enjoying herself. And her vibration level rose, and she was just thrilled. So she went through this whole evening. She had her outfit laid out on the floor. She prepped her hair. I think she even pulled out the Halloween bin to get some accessories to really amp this up. In her mind, she was going for this. This was the fun that she wanted, and she wanted that prize. She knew she could achieve it. She knew in her heart she could achieve it. So the next day comes, she gets ready. She actually wakes up before her alarm, right? Like we've all been so excited for a day that you don't even need your alarm clock. You bound out of bed. You are ready to go. You are on fire. I can remember what that feels like. I actually feel like that now. I get up early, just excited about my day. And she bounds out of bed and she gets all ready. She's got her stuff ready to do her hair like first thing. She's fully dressed. Let's do my hair. She hasn't even been out of bed all of 5 minutes and she's ready to go with all fierceness. And so we have about an hour and a half before she actually goes to school. So over that time, her brother wakes up and she says, "Are you not doing anything for opposite day?" And he says, "Well, I'm just going to wear this crazy colored shirt." And you can see the thoughts in her mind starting to grow. I want you to pause here. I want you to reflect on if this can relate to your life at this moment as we go through this story. She's in the box. She's excited. She's found something. She's going for it. Then she's starting to make note of her circumstances. Her brother's not as enthusiastic as she is. Why isn't he? Why doesn't he want to win the prize? Should I want to win the prize? And you can see these thoughts going through her mind as her excitement level in a matter of an hour starts to peter down a little bit, starts to go down a bit. And I know, like all you moms would do or parents would do, you'd be like, "Oh, Addie, you look so great. You look incredible," and try to build that confidence back up. By the time we were ready to go for school, it was probably about 15 minutes before she's walking out the door. The questions really started to come in. You could see how they developed over the last hour and 15 minutes. Wait, is it opposite day? Is it opposite day or is it just bright color day? Why isn't Cole wearing opposites? Should I take this article off because it's an opposite, like a long sleeve with a tank top? Maybe I should take the tank top off. Maybe I should take the shorts over my tights off. Maybe I shouldn't wear mismatched shoes. Maybe I should just put on a pair of pants and a colorful top. And she pulls back and back as the thoughts in her head grow and grow. When it's time for her to go out the door, I have backed, you're doing this, Addie. You've put so much effort in this. You can do this. Trust Mommy. This is just fear. This is just the thoughts in your head. See, those fears didn't come from anywhere else but within her. The doubts weren't put on her by anyone else. Her brother even was like, Addie, you look awesome. You look amazing. He's like, I don't have mismatched stuff. I'm just wearing this crazy tie-dye shirt. But her thoughts in her head, the self-doubt, the conformity, the uh-oh. Well, what if? When she came home with all of assurance that her principal looked her in the eye and said, this is mismatch day tomorrow. You can win a prize. And she was like, I'm winning it. Turn to, oh, maybe there's no prize. No, Mom, did she say, is there an email saying it's mismatched? Even her father confirmed, hey, Addie, it's mismatch day tomorrow. But the doubts overtook her to the point she stood at the doorway crying, fully dressed in this incredible outfit she had prepared, got so excited about, and stood there in tears. I can't do it. What if nobody else wears mismatch? What if I'm the only one? What if I make a fool of myself? What if somebody laughs at me? What if? Tears her down. She's on the edge of the porch, looking around the corner because she can see our bus stop, looking down the street for affirmation that somebody else is going to wear mismatch, that she is not going out on the limb on her own, that this excitement and joy she felt inside, she could go after still. Just give me a sign. Just give me a sign that what I want, I can do. Well, all the fears and doubts that were put on her, all the limitations rose within her. They didn't come from anybody else. I stood at the door and said, Addie, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You've got this. You put so much effort into this. Do not let fear take you back. It's only fear. Go through it. You see, guys, the fear is the thing. The self-doubt is the thing that's an invisible barrier that rises up within us. It's not put on. It rose up within. It's the doubt that started in the head that created the shift in our heart, that created the tummy that says, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Even though the entire time her desire was to win this competition. She finally had a sign. Her brother went to the bus stop, came back and said, Addie, come on, you're going to do great. And she sees one little girl and she thinks, is she wearing mismatched shoes? Later on that day, she told me she wasn't. She looked at me and said, okay, Mom, I can do this. Bawling. And walked out the door and down the street. And her brother took her to the bus stop. I didn't hear anything until she came home from school. She come in the door and she kind of looked at me. And I said, how did it go? Did you win? And she was tricking me. She pulled off her mask and she had this huge smile on as she said, I won. She could have stopped. Like, I'm telling you guys, she stood at the door. I pretty much had to push her out. There was no way I was letting fear hold her back. But she was ready to strip it all off. All the effort, all the desire that she had, and everything that she wanted to go for and she knew she could achieve. She knew she had it in the bag. In a matter of an hour of self-doubt. But when she came home, she felt alive, accomplished, successful. She felt her purpose was met. She won. One person in her class chosen, and it was her. She got to go down to the principal's office. She got her reward, and she was fulfilled. And I said, imagine, Addie, if you had have turned back. Imagine if you turned back because you let fear hold you back. And she was like, I know, Mom. So I want to ask you all, where are you doing that? Where are you turning back because of the thoughts that you've created on the inside that are not affirming on the outside? You see, what you want is literally on the other side of that fear. When I work with my clients, I say, whatever Fear persists. You need to go for that. That's the area that you need to uncover. That's the area of your biggest growth. We are for growth and creation. We are for overcoming these things. That is the area. That fear is the area that you are going to experience your success, your breakthrough, your quantum leap, your let go of old beliefs, this new feeling. Now, today or the next day, it was St. Patty's Day, and there was nothing holding her back. My goodness, she had overcome that fear. She did not care. She was a different child. And I know this is a story of a child, but this is a story of us as adults. You know, maybe somebody's offered you an opportunity and you're afraid to take it, whether it's a promotion in a job, a new job. Maybe you're afraid to leave that box you've been living in, right? I was. Maybe you're afraid to leave it. Maybe you're afraid to truly let your real self shine. Maybe you're afraid that you'll look overconfident or cocky. Maybe you're afraid of what people will say. Maybe you're afraid of success in itself. Who will you lose in that process? What will people think? You know, we have a lot of old beliefs on the inside that hold us back. When we can uncover them and reveal them for the lies that they are and the sin that they are, you can let go of them. You drop the anchors. Drop them. Let go of all the old baggage and truly live. So look at the fear. Remember this little story. Are you standing at the doorway, really wanting, truly desiring something, and knowing it's just a thought in your head of this self-doubt, this fear that's holding you back from greatness? If you need help, reach out. Talk to somebody. Find a friend. Write it out on paper. Write out all your fears and see them for what they're worth. They're lies. You know, to go through that door requires that you make the move. You know, you are the holder of the keys. I say this, right? Fear is the gatekeeper that holds no keys. You do. He's just this thing standing at the door taunting you not to go through. But you can do it. I've done it. Transformed my life. So if you would like some assistance, contact me. I would love to help you. Or reach out to somebody, like I said. Find that person that you can talk to. I'm running a masterclass in my private Facebook group. If anybody viewing wants to jump in, we're going to go from stuck to unstoppable. Talk about our fears, our self-image, what's holding us back, our beliefs, and really help you get to that next level, to break through. So thank you for being with me today. I hope this story connected with you. I hope it made you reflect that those thoughts are just something you rise up within you, and they are nothing. Because the kids at Addie's school thought it was absolutely awesome that she showed up that way. Absolutely awesome. She felt accomplished. And you can too if you just overcome those fears. So thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Catherine Arkema. I'm a transformational mindset coach. And this Real Talk is from Stuck to Unstoppable. And I come every week, every Thursday for Speak Up and Empower, for a talk or a story, or I'm going to read you an article and we're going to talk about it. We're just going to get you unstuck. We're going to uncover this mindset stuff that's holding us back. So please let us know if you have any questions, concerns, topics, or simply have any comments. We would love to hear from you. And for a wide range of Speak Up and Empower talks, they can be found at speakupandempower.com. And join us again next week for a talk that will shape your life. This is Catherine Arkema. Bye for now.